Yes.
Madam Chair and committee members, my name is Charlotte Craven. I'm the mayor of the city of Camarillo. And I want you to know I am speaking for my 5-member council. We talked about this last Wednesday night. And so I'm not just speaking for myself. But the city of Camarillo, city council at least, joins the LAO in urging you to reject this proposal. I want you to understand that on a piece of property that the state owns, there are 3 facilities. There's the juvenile justice facility that houses all of the females 18 and under who are incarcerated in the state of California, as well as males. In the 32 years I've been on the city council, there's been a large change in the population of males who've been there, from the worst of those 25 and under on down to simply offenders. In addition to that, there's the CCC facility that's a short walk, probably a 5 to 7 minute walk from the juvenile offender facility. And in addition to that, there's the camp, the fire camp that has incarcerated male inmates. The city of Camarillo, as an organization, and this facility is immediately adjacent, abutting the city of Camarillo. So it's not in the city, but it's really part of our city because it's so close to us. The city of Camarillo embraces this facility. We have a tremendous number of volunteers who go out and help at the juvenile justice facility. We have people, they have training programs. We have people who take their pets and other things out so that these young people, the children, have clients, maybe pets or whatever, to train on, so they're doing real training. We have people who go out and teach them to read, because some of the people, even though they may be teenagers, they don't have what we would think of the educational background that most of us think of teenagers as having. So we have a lot of people in our community who go out and embrace that facility. We have supported the current fire camp for the incarcerated males. We also cooperate with the CCC facility. Since they first opened in Camarillo, we have contracted for their services for street crews and landscaping. I don't know about our sewage treatment plant. I just don't know, but I do know that we have always had contracts and take usually up to 10 of those young men and women to help, so they can work hand in hand with our people. They're training, they're earning money, and so we support those things. One of our objections to this is, as the LAO pointed out, you're taking the people with the lowest risk, and even though that's something that at the first meeting we had with all of the proponents of the plan, they tell us they're the lowest risk offenders. They're going to be the people who also are the lowest risk of recidivism. Hard word for me to say, sorry. Of reoffending. And there's a lot of money being spent on these. These people have a low risk of reoffending. We think the money, a lot of money, at least in our city, this is a lot of money. It would be best used to help people who have a much higher risk of reoffending. I think that's where the money should go. I don't want to take a lot of your time because I know you have other people to listen to. But I want to tell you about the other concern, a completely different type of concern that hasn't, I don't think, been considered. And our concern is based on our past experience. A few years ago, and time has run out on me, and I don't remember how many years ago, but there was a big problem at the youth facility. The problem was for the young women, the girls. They're all under 18, they're girls. Everybody, when you're my age, everybody's a girl, but these were girls. And they were being raped. They were being raped by some of the male offenders and by a couple of the adults who worked there. There was a tremendous problem. And the city and Senator Hannah Beth Jackson and some other people all came up here and started talking to you, and we ended up with controls within the facility to protect those girls. I was very concerned about the girls. And we ended up with a $6 million fence that's 18 feet tall. Nobody's going to climb over the fence. The girls are well protected. My concern, and the concern of my fellow council members on the other side, is the 30 young women between the ages of 18 and 25 who are at the CCC facility. These women didn't do anything. They're not locked up. The parolees are there. We are tremendously concerned about what can happen to the young women, in the CCC facility when you put 80 additional men there, not like the men who are currently there and locked up, but men who are there and on parole and free to come and go. So those are our concerns.